Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to Satisfactory Update 8 on the 2,000-hour map. That's right. We're trying to fix it. In fact, I think it's going to get fixed. I actually have a fair amount of confidence in this. It's kind of scary, actually. At first I was like, I don't know if I want to even try to fix this. But I think it's fixable. I think it's very fixable. First of all, a lot of the factory, of course, is not buried underground. That's which is a bonus. Now, I will admit, that's due to my expert planning skills and the whole 9 yards over the 2,000 hours that I've built this factory. And, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. So, last episode, the premiere episode, we did an assessment of the factory, and we also shut down nuclear temporarily. So, well, not all of it, but a fair amount of it, because a lot of the factories were offline anyway, and no sense wasting all the nuclear fuel rods that I had left over to do stuff, right? Because that would have been a waste of rods just being littered away, and we had a little over 4 boxes of rods left. And I didn't want that to go to waste. So we did that in the first episode. We took assessment of the entire map. It's not bad. Yes, there's machines that aren't running because the formulas have changed. Yes, there's stuff and things all over the place. But it's not bad, right? We can make this work. We can make it work, people. So before we get started today, of course, I want to thank all recent subscribers at the bottom of the screen. You betcha, as their names have been scrolling there in the bottom corner. Of course, to live chat, I always appreciate it very much. And, of course, to everybody in all the time zones you're in as they come and go, all 24 of them. Because, of course, a little time spent with me, I appreciate that tenfold. All the stuff. So, yeah, what do you want to do, Max? Well, what do you want? I want to push this button. All right. We'll push the button. All right. Push this button. Hey, look at that. That's me flying. Now, yes, I know the border is still up. As Mr. O would give me the whole warning on that. But I got a surprise for everybody. Well, first, the surprise isn't that I'm flying on the crazy manta ray. Okay, the flying manta ray is not the surprise. We did that last time. I have a whole station set up for him. He's happy. I'm happy. I'm just on him flying around as we're enjoying a little of the time here, right? What I have a surprise for you is this. Boom, that's right. Boom, there you go. That is the entire factory. Well, that is the entire map. With a little bit of the top cut off, just a little bit. Because I had nothing out there in the new zone anyway. But look at that. The one train that's working is going by. Very interesting. It's not doing anything. Nothing's being crafted here at this factory. But this is the entire map. And you can actually see on the map all the factories going on. No, you can't? Well, let me help you with that. Boom. There you go. How about that? Wow. Button pushing. It's really cool. So now you can actually see all the different factories here. And just what it is they're doing. So in the upper left-hand corner, of course, is the space elevator factory. It's the one that makes the cool little golf balls, space balls, and all the plates and the things for the space elevator, right? And then, of course, when we're not making stuff with it, it just shoves all that into a sink, right? Right below that, of course, is on the left is the one of 2 made oil facilities, which is half done, which, of course, we toured last time. And to the right of it is the oscillator factory in the woods, right? Because it's in the kind of jungle woods there. We had a look at the oscillator factory. It's not in bad shape, I don't think. Of course, we're not even going to get to that anytime soon. Power is our main concern. Of course, at the bottom, we have, there's a little square just to the right of that oscillator box. That is the hub. That is where I live. And of course, it has like a little factory of its own for supplies, upgrading materials and that stuff. And then right below that, of course, at the very bottom there is the Southern Plains. This is what we're flying over right now in Mr. Manta Ray here. This, of course, this factory is the one that's doing the 50 turbo motors a minute. Then there's a little square just to the right of that, and that is an entire copper setup for the copper sheets. There's hundreds of machines there. And then the box to the right of that is the purple crater or blue crater facility. It's the second oil facility, and of course is totally wonked, but that's okay. We'll fix it. There is a box in the very center of the map. Well, we'll call it the center. There is nothing actually there, even though there's like a very dark spot. The only thing that's there is a train station. I think that's for picking up copper from the top of the map. That was where turbo fuel generators were at one time. We'll actually go out there one time. As part of fixing all these places on the map, we'll have to go out there. At the very top of the map, you'll see two little rectangles. Those are oil facilities. That's all they are, is just like literally pick up and train it, right? That's why those squares are really small. And then, of course, the two squares on the right. The first one being the first one of the smaller of the two, of course, is the aluminum. And, of course, the bigger of the two is the nuclear, which, of course, we're going to work on today. Oh, I got to get off. I got to get off. I get off this thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yep, thanks. Oh, no. Can I have the tube? Thanks you. There we go. He'll be awake. Well, yes. Because Satisfactory takes a little longer, I am trying to start it a little earlier for at least the first few episodes, just because of the amount of stuff that needs to get done for stability. Right now, once I get things stable and I have a better idea on the game itself, then I'll have an idea of that. So. I hope it's all good in the neighborhood, Mr. Johnson. You bet. So that is the map on the screen, all the things, as I stand in here looking at the golden nugget of all types. Oh, yeah, the golden nugget statues. Oh, yeah, you got to have your statues. And, of course, since we're standing here in the golden nugget of all the statues, that is what's going on here on the map. All right, so as things change, as things improve, we fix areas, we update areas or whatever, these boxes will all change color, right? So we're working on nuclear now, so we're not going to totally fix it today, but we are going to at least make sure that nuclear isn't going to fail today, which means it will turn that box from red to an orange, and which is good. We like it when things don't go bad. And I don't know, the buttons, Max. You forgot to push some of the sound buttons. Anyway, so as boxes change color and stuff gets fixed, repaired, whatever, all the train lines and things, it'll be pretty much, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I'm now going to turn these off. Now we'll go to the main session bar. There we go. Oh, dude, that's, I hate sick days. Sick days suck. They do. They suck. And with my GI issues, I have had sick days. Too many sick days, unfortunately. It's a real bummer when you can barely leave the bathroom and it's a really awesome day out, right? Like it's a sunny day, it's really nice out, yet you just go between the bathroom and bed, right? Because you can't function very well. So yeah, sick days suck, dude. I'm feeling your pain. Okay, let's head on down here for a second. Zip. All right. So let's talk about outside for a second. So I have cleaned up a bit of the outside. First of all, you'll notice a lot less icons at the top of the screen. Okay, yes, there's a few icons, but not nearly as many as there was, right? And that's because we've cleaned up a lot of the skeltered boxes around. I've gone around, done that. Hey, look at this. This is a lot more open with like less stuff in the sky. Well, that's because this is what I use this for. This is my test area, if you want to look at it that way. And when it comes to the test area, of course, I had a small Christmas build going on here. I've cleaned that all up, taken all the extra belts off. I mean, the Christmas factory's up there. It's sitting idle. It's not doing anything. And, oh, look, here's the thing we were missing. One of the things we were missing in the first stream. Yeah, Mr. Blender. Yeah, that's a thing. So, Mr. Blender, he's going to help me today to get nuclear back online. That's his job. What else are we getting done? Well, the next thing you'll soon see is we now have power towers from here all the way to nuclear. So you'll notice there, I have moved that tower back a bit, so the power tower is there. But we now have towers running all the way from here to nuclear, and we're going to actually try and convert some of that over today. The other thing is I did find the missing components. They were here in the MAM. How dare they? I really wish they had like just one methodology of upgrades, but not like 5 different methodologies of upgrades. Drives you crazy. Turns out them switches I was looking for are right here. They were under here under Criterium. There's priority switch and there's the power switch. So I did find them. It made me very cranky to find them in here, but I did find them. Gosh darn it. So let's have a look at upgrades. I did also clean this up a little bit. So let's go over here to milestones for a minute. So I did go back here to tier 4. I think it was, what was it? Something had to be checked off anyway, right? I think there was something under 4. Oh, blueprints, right. So I did take blueprints. I have not done anything with it. I probably won't get nothing done with it today. My focus today is just to fix the nuclear. And of course, I had to clean up this space out here, because this is where I'll build a lot of my nuclear or blueprint stuff, is out here in my test area, right there. So now that that's all cleared up, I'll get the blueprints soon enough. I believe under number 6, we had something I had to do. Pipeline number 2, right. So I did get that one done. Again, there was nothing real fancy here, right. I have this stuff all in storage boxes. So I took care of that. Under number 7, I did get rid of the hover pack. Again, I haven't made one. I just got it off the list to get it out of the milestones list. This leaves number 8. And of course, I have nuclear already. The blender recognizes my nuclear, but I'm going to do it again. Because, of course, we want the cool toys, right? I need some of the cool toys in here, right? Yeah. Of course, to get into the really good stuff like nuclear pasta and stuff, I got to get nitrogen gas. I got to get this stuff up and running. I need resource wells. So, first things first, we're going to do this one first. As you can see, I have the computers. I have the stuff. Why don't I see the stuff? Right? Do I not see the stuff? Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah, the active milestone. Yeah, okay, there we go. G-Max. 2, yep. 6, 8, 10. And then this guy wants 200 of these. Yep. And then you want 50 supercomputers. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to talk about supercomputers in a second. Okay, there we go. Nuclear power is ready for launch. Get ready to launch. Boom. Done. I now once again have nuclear power for the second time.
Scanning unlocked. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation.
Yeah, just ignore the ones I got out there in the swamp.
With improved power output.
Yeah, I know about that improved power output.
Progress to the next phase.
Okay. Oh, you're still talking.
Creates nuclear waste.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna deal with the nuclear waste. One thing I have not made in this map in probably a couple of years are supercomputers. Now, it's funny because supercomputers was the one thing I had made in the original map, and then when I destroyed a lot of those factories and rebuilt the new ones over the top of the old ones. One of the things I didn't replace or put in was a supercomputer factory anywhere. And the reason was because all the formulas I use didn't need them. So these supercomputers that are here, these are remnants of the original factories, what's left over. And of course, the only thing that was ever using these was the Mark III, I think it was the Mark III drills. So because, you don't need a lot of them, I just never rebuilt a supercomputer factory. Turns out I'm going to need a supercomputer factory because some of these crazy parts for the space elevator need them. So we're going to have to rebuild a supercomputer factory down the road. I'm not looking forward to that. Nope. So, yep. It's a thing, people. It's a thing. Listen, go get some concrete, because you just gave away all your concrete. Yep. And you're going to probably need some of that back. Now, yes, you put them 2 boxes right back there, mister. I forget what I had in there. Was it important? Maybe it was important. Well, you know what? Just hit the sort button. Make yourself feel better about it. All right. Cool. Another thing I have done, so besides cleaning up my test area, listen, you're going to take this with you? I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, no, I'll leave this one here. I'll leave this one here because I can now, you know, you got to have stuff to play with here, right? So this is what we're missing, right? This is the piece we're missing out of the nuclear plant, which we're now going to go fix, hopefully. I am a little worried about the sulfuric acid coming out of this thing. That means the ratios I have out there might be off, but I'm just going to cross my fingers and toes and hope that we don't blow up, all right? But I'll leave that one there for now. So we're going to leave that there. It is getting dark. Do you want to deal with the darkness? I don't know. Darkness means bad things. It means so many bad things. Yeah, like your timing here, Max, sucks. Like, it's really bad. Well, I mean, the next thing we need to talk about is I did take the truck out for a drive. You'll notice it's pointed in the other direction from the first stream. I picked up a lot of gas with it, is what I did with it. I picked up a lot of gas. I needed to get gas. I see here you have supercomputers in there. Is this the thing you needed? Maybe. Why do I think I needed those? Well, listen. I mean, you can just you can take these down. You know. Yep, you can. You know what? You actually should take a little bit extra gas. Well, the car's full of gas. You don't need that either. Of course, I had very little gas here at the base. Luckily, though, one of my 2 oil production fields, I have a box full of gas. All kinds of gas. By the way, you'll notice that things are working pretty good, right? I mean, there's not a lot of lag. It's pretty good. The lag is a combination. Well, okay. First of all, the every 5 minutes there's a 10-second pause lag is still around. I don't know what's going on with that. But you know, every 5 minutes there's like this sudden like 10-second pause where it fake saves you, but it's not really saving. That is still around. Ooh, it's getting dark. And remember, I have no lights or anything in here, right? So dark is dark, people. It's going to get dark. But besides that, now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of huge factory here, right? It's going to have a natural lag spike whenever we go into a major area. That being said, it is a combination of memory and GPU. It is a CPU. It's a GPU. Well, it's not a GPU itself. It's just memory. Memory itself is the problem. Of course, I did mention in the first stream I had to remove 16 gigs from the computer. One of the slots, or one of the RAM was kind of acting up. So the computer is only running on. I need a light bulb factory. No, what I need is an ammo factory, but we'll talk about that in a second. So in any case, one thing is that I have noticed that with the game running and all the stuff, it is peaked out pretty hard. It is eating up all the memory, right? And that is the same with the video card as well. Even though it's a 2080 Ti, it is eating all the memory. So I have reduced some of the memory, some of the video, and I've cleaned up as much, what can I call it? As much excess stuff running to run bare bones while we're doing Satisfactory streams. So until I get the new memory in, hopefully I can do that this weekend. I will get the new memory this weekend and put it into the computer and resolve at least part of that issue. We'll see how it goes, I guess. So things are it's kind of bright out here. I'm actually quite impressed. It's been so dark out here. It's really hard to explain. It is kind of hard to explain. All right. Well, listen. You know what? You should actually go driving, because it would be great if you could start building this stuff first thing in the morning. All right. So to build the stuff into things, do you have the stuff in the things? You do have enough. Five nines are 45. Is 9 going to be enough? I don't know. Do you want to take this other one that's over there, parked over in the corner? You could take it. I mean, we can take this for 10, right? There. You better take it, dude, just in case, right? Because I don't want to get out there and then be like, oh, I can't build anything, blah blah blah. No. No. Let's go 5. How many refineries can you build? Oh, you can build a few of them. That's fine. How many manufacturers can you build? Some clipping may occur. Well, I don't care about the clipping. I care about how many I can build. You can build a few of those. All right, that's fine. And construct. All right, so I'm just checking all the things. The next thing I did do was I did clean up my toolbar down below. So you'll now notice I have all the toolbars of all the things I can cycle through. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a thing. So now I have the capacity to do that as well. So I actually I spent the last day or so. Oh, get back in the car, dude. Get back in the car. I did spend the last day or so just doing a lot of cleanup. Cleaned up all the boxes. Now there are still a few boxes, like that one right there. There's a box there. I have to. There's a crate there. I'll have to go get that. But I did clean up over 24 of them, or 25 of them, and it took away a lot of the icons. And I think that removed some of the lag. The next thing I did, of course, was I cleaned up a lot of the excess stuff around, like the cleanup base or my tool base. That helped things. I then got stuff cleaned up here. You'll notice this path is totally clean. Hey, look at us drive. It's not bad. I know. It's kind of scary, actually. Yeah, and I cleaned up this path. So it's like, driving this now is a lot cleaner than it was before. We don't have to worry so much about smashing into things, and I can just kind of zip along here. You'll see here, just by the way, I drove right by them because we were looking down. So there, you'll see the tower. There was the other tower we had kind of experimented with, but now the towers continue on here. The towers continue on. Look at us go. Yep, you bet. This is the thing. Oh, you left one rock behind. That was dumb. Well, okay, you kind of messed that up anyway, dude. Yeah, there we go. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, any other time I wouldn't have driven that close to that tower, but and there's our 10-second, every 5-minute 10-second pause, by the way. But okay, so we're gonna carry on. There's gonna be a spider up here. So there's a tower. Yeah, usually I'm not staring at the sky when I'm driving this, right? So there's a spider here, right? Yeah, because it's nighttime and he hates you. Yeah, well, just hit him. There, see? Can he die already? Yeah, whatever. All right, so, of course, we got that tower in there. And then, of course, like I said, I cleaned up this whole path. So, as you can see here, there's no rocks, no trees, all the things. We can drive all the way up here now. You can come down here around the turn. Look at that. All nice. There's the Blue Crater oil facility down there. Of course, it's still very broken and will be for some time. But that's just the way it is, people. When you get a map full of broken things, it's a map full of broken things. You can only fix so many things at a time. Meanwhile, the power towers, as you can see there up on top of the hill, they carry on. It carries on. We come up this way, and then there's a power tower up here somewhere. Yep, there it is. And, of course, this is in future preparation of replacing all these light poles, right? Because all this wiring is going to come out. Because we need better power management of the base overall, because it's a mess. It's just a mess. As you can see, that there's the next power tower there, just off to the left. We got to slow. I'm very disappointed about this. I want to say this. There have been several disappointing factors since I've last played this map. One is this area right here. Oh, there's the 10-second delay right there. This used to be just a grassy null area, and used to be able to drive, like when I was driving the car, I would come flying off of this, and you would drift. You could do this big drifting sequence around this turn like this, and do this, right? And then you could drift right up here, but now you can't because of all that gunk they put in the way. The car just flips over every time you try to come around that turn now, so you have to slow down. It's kind of a bummer. No, I have not. I think I actually did try it in Update 4, but my left hand does not like ziplining, like at all. Like, it was really bad at it, right? Now, not to say I'm not going to try it again, especially now that, I've been working on these towers. We'll see how it goes. Just to kind of point out, there is a tower right above us here. We're about to drive through a bunch of very dark areas here, so it's going to get a little hard to see some of these towers here for a minute. This will probably be changed here. Of course, like I said, for a long time, this was the only way you could get down to the swamplands without too much hassle. But now that they've kind of... because that used to be put on the left there. That used to be all full of poison gas down there. But that's not poison gas anymore, I guess. So that's fine. That being said, there is a lot of poison gas everywhere now. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Let me tell you. It's literally like they don't want you to travel hardly anywhere on this map. Every time you turn around, there's poison gas plants everywhere there never was before. I was very disappointed. I was very upset and disappointed about it. Because I've been very busy. Oh, good. And it's just coming in the daytime. Nice timing there, Max. Yep, come down here. There we go. So, yes, I mean, they went a little crazy with the... I don't know if it's because now you can blow them up. They thought, well, let's just put poison gas plants all over the map. And I don't know what it is about this area. Look how dark it is here. Every time I drive over here, it gets super dark. Like, super dark. Like, the sun was coming up, and now it's, like, super dark over here. I don't understand why that is. Like, yes, it's the swamp. Yes, it's a terrible place. I agree. But why is it so dark over here all the time? It drives me crazy. And it wasn't this... Now, yes, if I turn the color back on Ultra, I can get... I can get the color to come back, but I don't know what it is about the swamp. But unless you're using, like, Ultra video card settings, it's always black here. Everything is... Like, there's the sun, but everything over here is just black all the time. Like, it's not really a lot of fun. Anyway, nevertheless, we're just going to ignore that for now. It will get brighter over here, but it takes a while before it does. Kind of drives me crazy. So, nevertheless, I really wish sometimes they wouldn't change certain things. Like, changing certain things makes nothing better. I think we have lots of aluminum at the moment, yes. I did come over here. I did fix these first end banks here. Look, see, there's the sun. Why is it not sunny here? Like, where? Like, what's going on? Like, the sun's right there. Why is it so dark? Anyway, I don't know. Drives me crazy. Anyway, it shouldn't be this dark here. Okay, it's the swamp. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Except it really makes it unplayable if it's going to be, like, black here all the time. Right? Meanwhile, towers, right? I did mention that those towers were coming down there. And look at this. We have towers all the way now to the beginnings of the nuclear plant. You bet. In fact, these towers keep going. Yeah, they keep going. We're not going to talk about those ones for a while. But these towers are actually... I've actually started to circulate these towers back up around the map to head towards the other direction, towards the space elevator factory. So that's a thing that's happening there. But this tower is very important. This is going to be the tower that connects into all the things. Yeah, that's right. This tower here, he's very important. And yeah, now we're getting into now we're getting into an area. Now we're getting into an area where there's going to be a little lag for a minute. He's very how high does the sun have to get over here before it's sunny, before you get any light? I don't get it. I don't get this. I don't get this area at all. Anyway, this tower, very important. This one's going to be the tower that connects all the power to all the things. As right now, this one little wire, this one little wire is the one wire that connects everything to everything, right? This one wire that comes out of here. This is the one wire. If I take this one wire off, it kills the entire map. You bet. This is the tower that's going to replace that one wire as soon as we can get nuclear up and running again. Now, remember, nuclear is still running, okay? But these are not running, all right? We shut down almost, I think, all of them except for 12. I think the 12 N ones are still running, but all of these ones are turned off at the moment. We'll fix that. Yeah, it's got to be bugged. It's got to be bugged or something. I mean, it just looks really silly over here, right? Like something's, I don't know. It's kind of quirky. It is definitely quirky. Okay, so blenders. Oh, look, I left myself lots of stuff to make lots of blenders over here. Oh, geez. Because you need lots of blenders to get the nuclear stuff. So I guess we got to go over here. So at least I have some supplies over here to make blenders. Yes, I can make a few of them on me, but I in case I needed more or whatever, we're going to need that stuff. So, where are you going to put this stuff, Max? I guess over here. I mean, that's kind of what these machines did at one time, right? These here were the production of number 3. They are not now. So let's get now. See, now I'm over here, right? Oh, gee. All right, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So let's put down a blender. And see what's going on. All right. Okay, give me a blender. Yep. I just need a blender to look at it. There you go, big guy. Good job. Yep. No, I don't need you to do anything else right now. All right. So you need concrete. We need uranium. We need a little bit of sulfuric acid. Sure, he says. You guys aren't doing anything now, right? Yeah, you guys are so broken. So broken. All right. Okay, so the concrete, it turns out the concrete, the concrete's right here. Mr. O, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. Concrete's right here. It's the very first thing we make in this factory at this part of the junction. And I think concrete, its only function here is for this. Oh, yep. There we go. Easy now. Well, I think concrete might have 2 purposes, so we'll scooter on down here. Whoa. Yep. Get off of that thing. Yes, it has 2 purposes. Yep. Up you go. So its first purpose is to make me something. What's it making here? Well, it makes something. Oh, it's making a steel, right? No, yeah, it's making the concrete pillars. It's making, whatchamacallit, these. It's making those, encased industrial beams. Then the rest of the concrete goes down, goes over, and goes this way. So I can actually adjust that now. I can fix this to take that concrete from there. This second row of machines is all useless now anyway, so we can blow that away. And, yeah, radiation level, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's a little radiation. Stop crying. You got 150 filters, dude. You're all right. What are you crying about? What do you think is the problem? These are all dead, dude. Like, there's like what radiation are you losing your mind on? Oh, that would be these rods over here. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I am standing right beside the rods. I have no nuclear radiation. I stand 5 feet away from the rods, or 5 meters, I guess. These are 4-meter blocks. And yeah, there's radiation. All right, whatever. Just ignore it. It's all fine. It's all fine. All right, so concrete we have. It's right over there. Where is my... Well, my acid's back there. I need to see where the uranium is. All right. Okay. So let's see where the uranium's actually coming in at. It should be back here. Okay. Yep. There we go. I'm okay, I think. Finally finished mowing the yard. Hope I won't have to do it some weeks. Oh, no, dude. I mean, I have to mow mine every week. How do you get away with, like, not mowing it for, like, more than a week? 2 at tops, right? I mean, if it's a really dry part of the season, then, yeah, you don't have to mow it for, like, a couple of weeks because it won't grow very much. But, I mean, you know, how do you get away with that? That's what I want to know. Okay, so what's useless over here now? Because, I mean, we have a lot of stuff running over here. Yeah, you guys are totally borked. I can see it in your face. Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, these are broken. And then you were supposed to go on a belt somewhere, right? Let me guess. You were supposed to come down here. Be careful not to fly off of this thing. And over, and then you were going down there, right? This is what you were doing. You were coming down here. I know, game. We're playing Havoc here. You're having to draw in a lot of stuff at once. And then, yeah, you were coming down here and then making... Okay, so those factories are now useless. I mean, that's fine. You know. It is what it is, people. I mean, some things become useless over time, and you have to replace them. Darn it. All right. So, at one time, we used to recycle a bunch of stuff here. Right? Because these are the back sides of these. And then, like, this is the acid tank for these. This used to be very What happened here? Why is that like that? Oh, gee whiz. Did it break that on purpose or what? Let's have a look. Anyway, well, that's broken. What's this over here? Is this where we make acid? Please say yes. No. Are these all broken and I gotta stare at them all funny? Oh, these are definitely broken. Yeah, there's a lot of uranium coming over here. Of course, that's got nothing in it. Listen, I know acid's made around here somewhere. Where's my acid being made? Is that you guys? Okay, you're actually making me acid. Okay, so that's what you guys do. Is that what you're also doing? You 3 machines? You probably make the acid for these guys. You probably make the acid for those guys. Well, you did make the acid for those guys. Let's have a look. Yes. So, if we look at it from this being the front, we have 2 factories of acid. Then we had 2 factories that did something. And then I had a 3rd factory that did something? Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. All of this is useless now, so I guess you got to get rid of it. All right, let's get a box ready for this because, of course, a lot of stuff I'm going to be picking up is all nuclear, right? And that's bad. It's bad for my health. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for you. It's bad for me. It's all bad. It's all just bad. Let's get a box down. Listen, you better get a couple boxes down, and you're going to hate, because this is all going to get very painful here very quickly. So, okay, let's store stuff in this box. Store all. Take your vitamins back. You're going to need those. Take those back. Maybe that. Now, let's go dismantling. Yikes. Let's try. You know what's sad? Do you know what really bothers me? Is that I went through a lot of pain and agony. I went through a lot of pain to get the balance right on all this, right? And now I'm going to have to do it all again. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, so you got water. I got to see how these things are actually put together. Okay, so you got acid coming up here. We got a pump. I'd like not to tear stuff out if I don't have to. Whatever we don't want to tear out is bad. Okay, so you just got it. This is just straight piping coming over to here. That's straight water. Don't touch that. Okay. So I guess we'll break it off here. You got to start doing something with it. So let's go. Yeah, you're going to hate every minute of this. So just, yeah, radiation level. Terrible. Yep, terrible. Yeah, just start doing it, dude. It's the reason you got 150 filters on you. You knew this was going to be bad. Okay. All right, fine. Get rid of that. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, these can come out. That can come out. Man, them old supports. I mean, these supports are really old. Okay, so take this out. Yeah, just walk your way down here, dudes. This is gonna get messy. I have this team. It took me. Oh, fast mowing maybe will be needed, but it takes a day. This time it took me 4 or 5 days to deal with it. Holy smokes, that's a pretty big lawn. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I have minimal lawn. I can do it manually with a real mower in 20 minutes. Unless it's in the 30s, yeah, which is crazy, right? I have 2 acres, but only one of those acres is lawn. I can do it with a push mower, but if I do it with a push mower, I have to do it over a couple of days because like over 2 days. But if I'm doing it with the lawn tractor and the push mower, so I'll use the lawn tractor for all the flat parts and then just use the push mower, I can do that in 3 hours, right? We'll say 3 hours. Yeah, get out of dismantle mode, dude. You got to drop the stuff off because it's killing you. Yep, do that. Yep, boop. There you go. Look at that. It's not killing you anymore. Well, it's going to kill you again because you got to take more of these down, dude. You're only getting started here. Yeah, we're only getting started. So it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Listen, you're about to cut the power off on all these. Is that a good idea? No, not really. All right. I guess them power lines have to stay for now. Yep. Well, then let's go. Really? What did I pick up on that? There's like 5 pieces of uranium on that belt. I'm sure it's not causing that much radiation, but whatever. You do you, buddy. You do you. I like to mix my jobs. Well, that's true. Especially if you're doing a large setup, right? Like if you're doing, a crazy lawn setup where you've got to do like all kinds of oodles and boodles. It's kind of like the way I did the dirt, right? So like for a day or so, I was shoveling the dirt, but then I actually took I would take a day and I would then spread the dirt, right, to change it up. And then once I had most of it spread out, I would then go back to shoveling the dirt again, right? And then that's just the way I did things. And yes, I do know that you can do multiple selection. Sometimes it's just easier not to, I am trying to be a tad careful here. We don't want to blow some stuff away. I got to be a little careful, right? Nothing worse than blowing away a bunch of concrete when you didn't mean to. Okay. All right. Listen, go drop. Yeah, you better go drop. I can't believe how fast we're going through them filters. It makes me kind of nervous. Well, I mean, it is what it is, dude. There's not much more you can do about it. Listen, you got this box here temporarily. Shove it in there. Yeah, there's only... Yeah, see? Yeah, it's not so bad now. Okay. I agree. So, yeah, I can understand the whole change up. whole change up thing, right? Okay. Yeah, come on, let's go. We gotta take this. We gotta take this all out of here. Drive me crazy. I gotta remove all this. Oh, I was gonna leave that. Never mind. I guess you're not, Max. Not now. Nope. Okay. Yeah, you were gonna leave that to. Darn it. Try not to destroy that one, would you? We might try to actually use some of this fluid in there to make things. Okay. Okay, now let's go for a big sweep here, right? Boom. Like that. You betcha. Yeah, I wish I could do 20 minutes. I have under an acre, and most of it is wooded. Yeah, so half of mine is wooded, and half of mine is not. So, yeah, it's just about, well, I would say it's like the part that's not wood, it's probably about 3/4 of an acre. Maybe a little bit more, right? It's just under an acre, I guess is the way I would have to put it, I guess. Okay, come on, dudes. Yeah, get rid of all this stuff. We got things to do. Oh, hello. Why is that a big hole? Let me guess. That's from the big sweep you just did. Because that's what mass deconstruction does. It just eats everything, including concrete. Drives me crazy. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I mean, you know, I like mass deconstruction as long as it's not deconstructing the stuff I still need, because that drives me crazy. Yeah, I see you're gonna try and grab three things in the background there. As long as we don't get rid of all the things I need, then we're fine. Just glad I'm not making talking roads and heights. Which could be like a flat square. Just drive and drive. Well, yeah, yeah, but that's like all lawns, though, right? I mean, you're just gonna, you know, unless you literally on purpose make a flat squared lawn that's like super perfect to cut, then yeah, that's not gonna happen. But that doesn't that doesn't add any character to your property, right? Like you know. I mean, it's kind of the way it works, right? It's all about the character. Okay, do not. Did you destroy? Why does this look bad? Well, this looks bad because there's probably supposed to be a pipe here, like a water pipe. I mean, there's a lot of water here. Okay. Let's go 6. You want to put the nice pipe back for the nice people? Sure, he says. No, you can't do that. Well, no, of course not. Because you broke all the things, Max. You broke all the things. See, when piping first came out, these circles were inside of these, and then they changed the design to put the attachments on top of these, and that's why these pipes all look weird. That's why you see a lot of my pipes with these on top, because that's the way. Because those things on top were actually inside of these holders at first, not like this, right? So now, of course, this is different. Like now that they've changed it, well, that stinks because I need to attach these pipes a certain way. So I gotta kind of. This pipe is too long. Really, get out of here with your too longness. Like, how long is too long for you, dude? Okay, can you do that? All right. Can you do this? Yeah, give me this pipe temporarily anyway. Please tell me that works. Okay, it's going to think about it. Is it semi-working? Oh, good. I'm glad to see that's filling back up with water. Again, we're trying not to break all the things here, just some of the things. All right, let's get this in here. Yes, take all that out of my inventory, would you? So it stops, like, making me sick. Wow, I've already blew through 50 of them filters. That makes me scared. I guess that was going to happen, though, Max. You knew this was not going to be an easy challenge. This is why this is why you weren't going to really ever come back to this map, because you were scared that it was going to take so much. The pain of doing nuclear over was going to be very painful. And yes, it is. But that being said, I think once we get through this real painful stuff, we'll probably be half decent. I'm actually, after my assessment, my initial assessment, plus what me offline, looking at all the things, I was like, this actually might work out pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I still blame Jamie, but it may actually turn out okay. I have a squarish lawn. Both uphill. Oh, no, uphills. That stinks. Okay. Take this all out. I may have to move that other water line, but we'll see. Yeah, take this all out. Okay, carefully select a few things here. Yeah, well, you knew you were gonna slowly pick that gunk back up, right? I mean, that is the gunk line right there. I mean, that's that is the bad line that comes from down under, and then brings you all the poisonous material, which you then make magical things happen with it. What is that belt for? I don't know. Well, maybe you better go find out and get rid of this radiation out of your suit so you don't die. Oh, that was the old route of taking the stuff out, dude. Okay. Yep. Yep. Move that. Do this. Take that out of my inventory. Thank you. Okay. We got most of this taken out of here now. We're almost done. And then we can start putting in the blenders and pulling my hair out. I'm sure it will be fine. Because I just love math twice. He says, you know what, take this one out of the way because you're going to have to move that anyway. Some of these things I can't chop down. I'm actually a little concerned about that. I don't know if it's this guy or if it's this guy, but one of these I know I can't chop down no matter what I do. I was trying to do some cleanup over here, again, offline, and it did not go well. He was like, nope. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have to cut you down. He's like, nope. I'm like, no, you're in my way. He's like, nope. And I'm like, okay, then fine, stay where you are. He's like, yep. I'm like, oh, gee whiz. Okay, take this out of here. Look, yeah, dismantle mode is dismantle. Just dismantle it. Yep, okay, there we go. Do we need these power lines? I don't think so. Oh, dang it. Yeah, you took them machines out, you goof. You needed those ones. Darn it. Yeah, you goof. You really blew that. Okay. Well, now you got to rebuild all of this. Well, okay. Well, let's at least get one side working, and then maybe you can try to mirror it later. Ah, darn it. This is why mass dismantle always worries me. Yeah, you did such a good job. You mass dismantled yourself right through the acid, you bonehead. You need the acid plants. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I'll just ignore it. I don't know what I don't know what I don't know what level ground is anymore. Yeah, understand that. Yes, Nightbot. Holy smokes, we blew up a thing. We blew up too many things. Gosh darn it. Now I gotta fix the things. It's gonna be very painful. Oh my. Well, I mean, you know. Someone could say, well, you could use the practice. No, I didn't. I don't need the practice at all. I was perfectly fine without the practice. Yeah, mass dismantle. Don't get me wrong, I do like it in certain circumstances because you just, I mean, you know, this singularity, like if you have to do a lot of this singularity stuff, it is way too painful. It is very painful. That being said, I needed that acid plant. I needed that plant. Gosh darn it. Why is sulfur here? I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's supposed to be here. That's how we're making the acid. But why did I have it stopping here? I didn't. Oh, yeah, nice piece of concrete you just took out of the floor. I was pretty sure this wasn't an acid plant. Maybe it was. Oops. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about it now because I've taken this one out too. We're starting. You know, you're not supposed to be starting from scratch, right, Max? Well, that all depends what you mean by scratch. Okay. Yep. Is this water? Yes. Stop taking that out. You need that. Preferably working. Gosh darn it. Yeah, like you needed this. You need this to work, dude. Don't be a goof. Okay. Listen. We'll fix it. We're gonna fix it. Yeah, listen. I need you to do this. Okay. Please do this. Okay. Cool. Now, I need you to do a really cool thing here. No. Horizontal to vertical. Build mode auto. You know what? Just stick in auto for now, because you're being really complicated with it. Okay. What I want to do is I actually do want this to be in the air, but kind of only temporarily. Okay, somewhere's around here. Okay, right about there, he says. Okay, and then here. Come down here and stick onto that temporarily. All right, there you go. All right, so that's the second time you've had to repair that pipe, Max. Don't break it again. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Jamie, what's up? What do you need to catch up on? Well, it's really simple. I've destroyed one of my acid plants, which I didn't mean to do. We've taken out the old, we're just about done taking out the old assembly. So of course you used to make this stuff in refineries, right? Well, we've just taken out all the refineries because now that it's made in blenders, we have to take all the refineries out and put all the blenders in. But I was supposed to leave the acid factories behind, but I accidentally took one of them out by accident. So I'm going to have to put that one back. Darn it. But that's okay. I guess it is what it is. But we are soon about to try and get this done. Now, these are probably offline, right? Yes, they are, because you just took away all the power on them. You're doing a great cleanup job here, Max, except you're cleaning up so much that you literally are blowing away everything. Well, I mean, you should probably fix these power lines anyway, so let's just do that. Okay. Listen, do you want to fix this one up too? Yes. All right. Luckily you did not destroy this entire factory. Well, that's good. Good job, Max. Glad you didn't do that. Now, we need to... Well, you need to put power back into them. That's the first thing, you goof. Because you blew them apart. Sure, he says. Okay, let's go to... Let's do this. Let's go to here. Okay, and now we'll bring this down here. Where do you want to run these power poles? Right here? Sure, he says. Yep. Okay. Yep, plug it in. There you go. Listen, you gotta take this stuff out of your inventory, dude. You're down to 66 filters. Holy smokes. Yeah, run away. Listen, you might as well grab this box while you're doing this. That was foolish, Max. You should have been watching that. Yep. Push this. Take all. Let's go. Put that over here in this box. You missed the blow without the bang and the smoke. Is that how we're wording that? Anyway, get this out of your inventory. All right. 63 filters is all you got left. Boy, that was a waste of 50 filters right there. That was really dumb, Max. Anyway, it is what it is. No sense crying over spilt milk. Now, let's see. So you hooked up the first one, right? You did. That light is yellow, and this light is unknown. It is also yellow, because you hooked it up. Well, good job. Good job, you. So, hook this one up. Okay. Now, I need a fourth power pole, though, because we need that fourth power pole to go right about here. And then I need it to come down here. And then I need you to plug into that. Excellent. So that takes care of that. This pipe is crooked. Yep. Gee whiz, Max. Why is that? Why did you do that? I don't know. Don't pressure me. Fine. Can we fix it? Well, you might as well fix it since you're here. Fix it. Sure, he says. You should change a thing over. Okay. Logistics. This should go into number 4. There we go. So now let's fix this. You might as well fix the alignment. Since you're fixing things, right? Okay, and then go 8. Okay. Is that it? Yep. There you go. Go 6. Grab this. Put it into there, and then this into here. Okay. Has that got water? Yep, it does. You've got water. Yes, you do. Everybody's got water. Thank goodness. All right. So you broke the acid pump. That's bad. All right. But at least you have it working. Sure, he says. You may have to add on to this shortly. All right. So blender time. Really? Is it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're missing a bunch of stuff. You're not making no blenders because it's all over here in your boxes. Well, that's so I know a lot of people when they're building really big factories, they tend to build them in the sky. I'm a ground builder. Now, yes, the nuclear factory is built above the swamp, but it's the swamp. Nobody builds in the swamp, right? Building in the swamp is death. So you have to build over the swamp. But you'll notice a lot of my factories are actually built into the surrounding ground and stuff. I actually think it looks more organic, right? It's more natural than they have these big sky factories that are just on stilts. I guess that's just the way I am, I guess. Listen, first of all, you got a bunch of this on you. That's not going to do anything. Second of all, can you take all that? Nope. That's because you've got so many things. You've collected so much stuff. You got to start taking some of this extra out of your inventory. Sort that. Take a little of that out of the inventory. Take that out. Take those out. Yes, you're going to need that, but not right now. Oh, yeah, I got way too much copper. You're fine there. Do that. Can you carry more buckets? Yep. A little bit more of that. Sure. All right. Can we build blenders now? Yes, we can. Good. Then let's go build a blender. All right. What do you think this is going to require, Max? The ins and the outs. You got ins, you got outs. All right. Where do you want to start putting these down? Right about here. Let's have a look at that. All right, I'll take that. So, what do you want? You want 8. 8 every 12 seconds. No. All right, well, do this. What are you going to give me? You're going to take 40 a minute, but you're going to push out 10 a minute, which means I need 30. I need 30 a minute. Okay. Sure, he says. How much do you guys put out right now? You guys are putting out 50 a minute. So I got 150 coming out. So you got 150, 40, but really it's only 30. So that's be 5 machines. If I got 150 divided by 30, that's 5 machines. You go math. All right. So 5 of you guys. Can we have 4 more of you guys? Sure we can, he says. Okay. Right. Yep. Come on. You can do it. Dude. Listen. Step away from the machine. Yeah, now back up. Yeah, there you go. This way by 1. No, actually we'll take it right there. Okay. And are you lined up there? I don't think you are. Yep, there's my blue line. There's 3. This stupid tree's gonna get in my way. I know it. There's 4. You gotta fix the concrete. Can we get rid of the tree? I don't know. Excuse me. You look really ugly. Oh, wait a minute. Where's all my logs? Where's my logs at? Well, listen, can we blow the trees away? Maybe. Can we pick the nuts first? Sure we can. Excuse me. Yep. Hello. 1 for you. Yep. There's a big sticky for you, and 1 for you. Okay, run away. Run away. Do. And neither one of them died. That's bad. Yep, it's not good. No, it's not. Let's go to 1. You got to fix the concrete that you took out by accident, Max. You built your first swamp factory and it sank into the swamp. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You built it again and it fell over and sank. You built it a third time and it sank. The fourth time, though, I mean, the fourth time is magical. The factory is still here. You betcha. All right, well, let's see if we can't fit this crazy machine in here. It's going to be really hard to do. I'm going to hate it. Now, work with me. Work with me, game. Work with me. Right? Like, where is the cool line that I usually get? You're not going to give me the cool line, are you? You just want to be that mean. I'm pretty sure it's... I don't understand why it won't give me this line. Yeah, give me the line. There's the line. There's the line I'm looking for. Done. Squeezed it right in between the two trees. It's good. Same as the other factory games, I guess. There isn't really one. Just build the biggest factory possible. Max, it's looking much smoother. Yes. So it's a combination of video and memory. I did mention about how I had 16 gigs go bad on me. So I've reduced all other components besides the game and OBS. The other thing is that I have reduced some of the video settings. So between the video settings reduction and nothing else running in the background, it is making it better. I am going to get more memory for the weekend. I already got the order in place. So I'll put the 32 gigs back into it. I might even go to 64. Why not? The memory, I must admit, has come back down in price a fair amount. So I was actually pretty impressed. So I'm probably going to bump it back up. Bump the memory up, and then I can push that a little harder. As for the video side of things, I mean, it's a 2080 Ti card. I'm hoping that once I've got more memory into it, it will be better. That being said, this is a mega factory, right? In fact, I'll bring up the map for you guys right now again, and, because I think only Mr. Johnson's seen the map at the very beginning. Yeah, watch this. Oh yeah, we got cool effects now, people. We got cool effects. Watch this. Yeah, look at that. You bet. Turn that off. So this is the map of Satisfactory. These are all the factories on there, which you can't see my mouse at the moment. But those are all the factories on there. Now, watch this. Boom. All them red boxes are all the major factory areas on this map. We are on the far right at the moment over there in nuclear. So the far right box is the nuclear plant, and then the box right in front of it is aluminum, and that is what we're fixing today. As we fix up different areas, the colors on the boxes will change. So, like today, we're going to try and fix up, at least get the nuclear rods back up and running, which will turn that box from red to orange, or like red to yellow. Probably red to orange and then orange to yellow. So as different areas get fixed up with different things, the boxes will all change different colors. They're all red at the moment, of course, because basically hardly anything is working, right? Most of the factory's offline, it's shut down, all the things, right? But as we fix things, things will come back. So how's that for coolness? I know, right? All right, we'll take that away for now. All right, let's do some things. Yes, you're doing that. Encased uranium. So you need the concrete. I got lots of that. We got the acid behind me and the uranium in front of me. All right, cool. So do you want to try and add it back to the mix back there, or do you want to just cycle it around and stick it on the end? I think we do that. All right. Sure, he says. So first things first, you're gonna need you need to go back to the other thing, dude. Yep, there you go. You need 4. So we're gonna have the belt stuff come out. I will do this stuff here. And right there. Nope, you didn't need 2 of them. You only needed 1 of them. Boom. There we go. Nice. Take that one away. Thank you. Go to 8. No, don't blow it up, dude. I need this stuff to keep working. There you go. Okay. Where'd you stick that? All right. Sure, he says. Well, that's actually okay. I actually allow you to do that. I'll actually allow you to do that, mister. So I need you to come up there. I need you to come down here. And then, yep, I need you to keep going. There we go. The objective is to, well, okay, we don't have an end game, like a true end game until version 1.0 comes out. That being said, I mean, yeah, the objective of all factory games is to build the biggest factory ever, right? I mean, isn't that the objective? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I thought that was what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like, build the biggest factory ever and smile at yourself for your greatest accomplishments. Ever. Like, ever. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you accomplish great things. And then it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I've done. And I'm like, I mean, I thought that was what you're supposed to do. Feel free to let me know if that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, because it's what I'm doing at the moment. We're gonna get this factory back online, and then we got to expand it some for the new rocket part, or for the new space elevator parts. So I hope this is what I'm supposed to do, because that's what I'm doing. Now, go to 4, dude. So put a 4 here, and then come over here. Nope, way too far. I only needed you. Really? We got these ones on the ground? That's really dumb. You know what? I'm going to fix all this. You know what? I'm going to fix this now, because this is not the way I would do things now. So you might as well fix it. Oh, I see the night times coming back because the sky's going all funky. It's the only problem with slightly lower video settings is that some of the sky gets a little glitchy. Yeah, the objective is build the biggest thing ever. Ever. And then hope that it doesn't blow up. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so please, now Mr. Pump, don't be really upset that I just did that, because I need you to keep working. You're the one thing that's going to keep this all working. So please keep working. All right, do that. And, yeah, right there, dude. Yeah, do that. Do this. You're probably going to need one halfway down, because you'll never be able to make that run. And then this is where you need to make the turn. Okay, so somewhere around there. Take this one out, because this one is useless. Okay, and now put the tops on them. Now, what this pump is doing, and we'll probably put a second one in, is we want the flow of this acid to go in one direction, right? One direction. Oh, no. It sounds like a band. Wow. It's really dark here all of a sudden. Yup. It's super dark. It's super dark. Is the moon coming to come out? So I remember them asking once, like, did you want that they want us to change the darkness back? And I was like, nope. Keep the darkness as short as possible, because working in the dark stinks. Like, look at this mess, right? What am I supposed to do with this? Nothing. I do know I can make lights now, but how good are they really, right? Yeah. And no, you can't even, can you not even make lights at the moment? Probably not. I still don't know what the cheat box is. that's a new thing for me. Basic walls, foundations. That's block signal, pass signal. Street light, wall mounted light, floodlight. Well, let's try one of these. Let's see what this thing does. I mean, I'm good. I'm good for anything once. Yep. So if I take power and plug that in, what does that do? Oh, okay. Yes, it provided light in the wrong direction. Awesome. Okay. I can see this being a pain. Listen. Yeah, turn. Yep, right there. Excellent. Yeah, I'm not big on this darkness bit at all. All right, there you go. Well, it's a light. I'm not very happy with it. It looks kind of cheesy, but whatever. Yeah, just have a fire, campfires and marshmallows. But this makes working on stuff at night really hard, right? It almost makes the night useless for working on stuff. Anyway, we're gonna push on anyway because I need to push on. Gosh darn it. Anyway. Yeah, go back. You go back into that. Why is... Oh, no, we're all right. We're all right. We're fine. I may actually add that tank back there. I mean, I can do this in the dark because there's nothing really out here except for me hooking up pipe, right? And yes, I know. And I realize nobody can see anything, but it's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm just hooking up pipe. It's not that exciting. Yep, right there. Do that. Where's my... Oh, you haven't added the toppers to these yet. There you go. Yep, you can put a topper on that. There you go. This is what you want. So the acid's going to come down and come around and then cycle back around again. Is what the is what's going to do. Okay. So that's what this pump should do. This pump, hopefully. No, I'm probably going to have to add a second one over there. Yeah, I'm going to have to add a second one. I'll have no choice. But we're going to need a tank. We definitely need a tank for this. So, you want to put the tank in here? Sure, he says. All right. Yep, there you go. You left a tank out here somewhere, just to play with. I think it was over here. Yeah, stop playing. Yeah, no, dude, don't push the explosion button when there's no need to explode anything. Okay, finally, like now the light comes out. I don't know what it is. The transition from day to night and night to day is really bad. Once the night fully comes out, you're kind of okay again now, right? Yes, I guess it's the payment of lower graphics settings, but there's not much I can do about it. But now that it's got back, we're good. I really hate this setup. All right, well then, you know what? Just fix the whole thing. I mean, really, this is the whole purpose of the series, Max, is to fix the whole thing. So, fix it. The whole thing. Yes, you're going to hate fixing the whole thing. Suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, give me organization, fluid tanks. I really wish you could like flip that upside down, because that would work out so much better for me. Because I really hate having the fluid inputs like this low. All right, well, you're gonna have to try and fix this. Okay, so try and put that right about here. Okay, I don't know if I can get it down there in time. So, well, we're gonna do this. Okay, stop doing that. Well, Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. I haven't figured out doing that yet. So do this, do this, do this, do that. Nope, that's crooked. Yeah, that's crooked as a $3 bill. So get rid of that. Okay. Try there. Copy that. Do there. Copy Mr. Pipe. To there. Okay. Mr. Pump. Can you get this to go the way you want? Yes. Excellent. It does fit in there, but barely. That's fine. I barely is fine. I can work with barely. That is not going to work. Nope. Yikes. That stinks. So, what do you want to do? Do I really want to move these by one? Yes, because you know why? I got to do it. I can't have it. Go away. Darn it. Why couldn't them fittings be up better, done better, whatever better? Why is that pink? Why is that pink? It was never pink before. What's going on with that? Yeah, get rid of that. I don't like that. Are they all pink now? Is that a thing? Pipeline Mark 1. Yeah, like why is it making that pink? Whatever. I don't like it. I like it orange. Yes, I guess I could do it that way. Of course, the foundations is totally in the wrong spot for that. That being said, it's not that we can't try and do that. All right. And I really hate this pink. Worst color ever. Okay. Let's, yeah, see, like, of course, the way the foundations are, I would love to put the foundation, like, right in the middle, but you can't do that. Gosh darn it. Yep. Okay. Okay. Sure, he says. Okay. So. Right there. Okay. Then we'll have the pipe come around. Ugh. I hate the darkness. I hate the darkness. I hate this light. I hate this light, and I hate this. I don't like how it's uneven. I don't like the pink thing on the door. Like, I don't understand that. Listen, do this. Well, sometimes it's just going to be painful, Max. Get used to it. Sure, he says. And I don't really have, like, ADHD or anything, but sometimes I do like my stuff to look good, right? Like, yeah, see, that looks much better. And I don't think there's anything wrong with making things look good, right? I wouldn't call that ADHD or anything. I would just call that look good, right? Like, looking good is not bad. Okay, flip that. The problem is I got to have this pipe coming out, so I can't have this centered. I would love to have this centered, but I don't think I can. I mean, I'll try. So let's go to 6. Stuff you in there. Now, the big question is can I make this go voom voom? Sure you say. Sure he says. You can have anything go voom voom. Voom voom is voom voom. Okay. Is this where we want it to go voom voom at? Well, let's see if we can make this work. Okay. Do that. Into there. Does that look right? Does that look straight? Does that look good? Oh, yeah. You misjudged it because you can't see all the things. At least the daytime's coming back. No, in fact, you can move that over one more. Really? I didn't think so. But you can. All right. Well, just a second. Okay. And right there, right there, right there. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Put this on there. And this should do it. There. Nice. Excellent. That I can work with. Now, let's put the pump back on there, even though I think it's going to put that silly pink color on it. I don't know why it's pink, but whatever. Logistics, pump 1. Right about there, right? Yep. Must be something wrong with the color gun. Must be a color gun thing. Great. Well, at least it hasn't made all the machines pink or anything stupid like that. Because that would drive me crazy. All right. Let's go. Okay. Right there. And right there. And right there. Yep. And we have the nice dark morning coming in now. It's perfectly fine. Actually, I need this one to go right here. Okay. Put that on that. Yeah, we got the nice dark morning coming in. At least it brightens up after a time. Yeah. A few graphical technical glitches, people. That's what it is. Just never hang out in the swamp. You'll be perfectly fine then. Right? That's the way you do it. Don't curse the darkness? Yeah, that's what it is, right? Hey, David, what's up? It's all good in the neighborhood, I hope. And Dave says, turn off the aluminum with turn on the old lighting back on. I thought I did. I thought I did turn that off. But maybe I accidentally turned it back on when I made the adjustments. So just hold on a sec. When I did change the options, did I accidentally turn that back on again? I may have. Oh, look at that. I did turn it back on. Yeah, go to that. Sure. Is that gonna like, well, I mean, we'll wait to see what happens, I guess. I don't know. I think sometimes you got to restart the game before it takes effect, and I won't worry about restarting it right now. It will brighten up here as soon as the sun gets high enough. It's funny. As soon as the sun gets high enough, this all becomes instantly bright, right? So it's not too bad. It'll fix itself here shortly. It just looks really dumb here for a few minutes, and I really hate this. I must say, I'm not happy about this, but there's not much you can do about it, Max. Just suck it up, Buttercup. Yep. Yep, you know, you may not like it, but you're going to have to keep it. Okay. Right about there. Okay. And that one doesn't need one because it's on the end piece. All right. There we go. I just realized something. I think I actually need more of these. So I have 150 coming out. I got to do some math. Okay, so I have 150 coming out of those. Each of these wants 40. So that's 200. Oh, no. That's 200 total. I'm getting 50 out of these, plus the 3 machines behind me are giving me 150, so that's 200. We got 5 machines at 40 machine. That's 200. Yeah, 200 coming 200 going in, 200 coming out. All right, we're good. Okay, we're good. It's good. It's all good. Yeah, well, it's not good because you haven't hooked up the front half. So hook up the front half. Okay. Okay, somewhere around there. I mean, it will be all good once you have it all turned on. It'll be awesome. But it's not awesome yet. Okay. All right. So this will allow our fluid return. This is the other 50 that we're going to get back out of it. Okay. And to make sure that we get that back out of it, now you can get rid of the silly light because there's enough daylight out here now. Thank goodness. All right, good. And now we can put the other pump in. Yeah, don't curse the darkness, right? Oh, man. It's crazy. I hate the darkness. Now, I mean, especially here in the swamp, right? I mean, you know, you're literally asking for a lot of trouble. I mean, there's just so much trouble here. Because, I mean, you're already in the worst of it all. Okay, so I need you to do this. Now, did you put a pink door on that? Yes. Darn it. I didn't really want to make a color gun, but I guess I'm going to have to just to see what it is that's got so screwed up. Okay, so now you've actually got to put this into the system, you goof. Go 7. Okay. There's 1. Yeah, there we go. There's 2. And here's my 10-second pause every 5 minutes. Yep, and there's 3. Okay. There's that. Okay, so that's going to be all the acid requirements. Nice. Right? Is that what you're doing? I hear you pumping. I hear something working. Yep, that's exactly what you're doing. Excellent. You do that. And hopefully, this has power. Darn it. Now what's going on? Yeah, accept the risk for now. Go away. So you're filling up full of the goo. All right. We like that. Now we got to get the concrete over here. And then the uranium over here. Meanwhile, you guys have got everything you need and more, right? Please say yes. You do. You're getting all the water you need. You're getting all the sulfur you need. All right. So, concrete and uranium. It's perfectly fine, he says. Okay. I really hate having these. I'm going to take these out. I don't even care if that tank's going to be floating because it's going to drive me crazy. But we'll fix that soon enough. Right now, you've got to get uranium over here, and you have to. Is that where he's getting his water from? Is this pipe? Oh, okay. That is not what I expected. I mean, that's fine that he's getting his water from this pipe. I might be actually okay with that. Yes, actually I am okay with that because I can take that other water pipe out and use it for another set. Because I'll have to build this all again, right? Because I would think I need at least 10 of these. Because how many things do you put out? 25 a minute. I'm gonna have to do some math. I got an awful lot of nuclear reactors. I got an awful lot of stuff, but I gotta go see how many I need. Let's just get these up and working first. So do you want to do the outbound? Sure, he says. you have inbound concrete, inbound uranium, which, well, there's the uranium and concrete, right? Well, that's not concrete. That's uranium and an outbound line, which you can now move because of the way this is set up. Yes. Or do you want to try and keep it over here? Well, you can keep it over here and run it down the backside. All right, I'm kind of on board with that. Because if I do that, then I can, yeah, let's do that way. All right, so uranium coming in. You will hate it, but you need to do it. Okay. I think that's what bar is on that. Yeah, it's on that one right there. Okay. Don't fall through the floor. That would be bad. Yep. And you just did that one too many times. Let's see. Do you want to get rid of these? All right. So this water pipe, I don't know if I should take this out yet or not. I won't take it out yet. I will cut it off here, though, because this water pipe here isn't being used. I'm going to cut that off. I am going to leave that water pipe there because if I do put in a second set, I can put in the other set here and then the blenders in the front. So we'll leave that there for the moment. And then we'll run the uranium on the top of this until we get to the back of the blenders here. Don't fall through the hole. That would be bad. Yep, thank you. Okay, so we're coming up to the back of the blenders now. All right. Let's see. Do you want to put that there? No, I do not. I'd rather put it right here. Okay, do that. Get rid of this. Nice. Okay. All right, peoples. Is that going to cause me a problem with that pipe? Please don't be a problem with the pipe. How tall are you? One. You're what are you? What are you, 3 high? It's the only problem when you're working with the old stuff. Yes, you are 3 high. Okay. I think it's going to run right into that pipe, but I'll deal with that soon enough. I can always just fold it underneath. All right, cool. So I need you to go right here. 2, 3. Yep, one more. There we go. Nice. Do the trees regrow? No, they're not supposed to. What's happened is every time they've done major changes to the map, the trees will come back, quote unquote, air quotes. And when they do come back, yeah, it makes a mess. In fact, that's one of the major things we've had to deal with, right? One of the first problems we had with there on the initial on the number 1 stream was getting back over here was a pain in the butt just because of all the trees and junk that had respawned into the map, right? Because I had cleaned everything up, of course, over time, and then it all came back, right? It all came back. It couldn't stay away. The cat came back the very next day. Well, I wasn't very happy about the cat being here anymore because that was a pain in the butt. I'll tell you right now. Okay, uranium. Let's go. You know what? Don't plug that in. Don't do that. You can work uranium free for now if you just do this, and then you can go back later and get the uranium. It'll be awesome. It'll be the very last thing you plug in, and then you don't have uranium all around you making you sick. Because that would be dumb. If you just put the belt in for now, then it's great. Okay. So the trees aren't really supposed to come back, but they have come back. is what's happened. Okay. And yes, I am going to cut a bunch of these back down. Brian, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Wonder how long until the mods work again. Well, it all depends, right? Some of the more simple mods will probably only be about a week. Some of the more complex ones, you're probably looking at a little more time, right? And there's not really much you can do about that. I mean, they're mods. When you're getting something for free, you can't argue about the time. is kind of a thing, right? So, do this. And, yep, let's go, dudes. All right, so this will take care of the uranium requirement. For sure. I love the smart mod. There are several really good mods out there, right? I mean, it's nice that they put blueprints in the game, because I said by default, if they don't put blueprints in the game, they're going to have a problem, right? You've got to have blueprints in the game. All factory games should have blueprints by default. That being said, the 32 by 32 limit is a limit, right? And so, there are some mods out there that are just really, really nice, right? There are just so many nice mods out there. But because blueprints is now in the game by default, if a player like me never wants to actually use blueprints, I don't have to install a mod at all. I can just use what's in the game. But if I want to use something bigger, badder, and more bold, then I can go with blueprints, or go with mods, right? It's just nice to have the choice, I think. That's a merger. There you go. You want the splitter, big guy. And you want to stare at the boxes while you're doing it. Okay, I guess I can't put that there. Yep, right about there. And then, as with all games should have some default stuff in them. But at the same time, all games nowadays really should allow for mods for the most part. There's very few games. I can't even think of one right now where there's where a game where you can't actually think of a mod that shouldn't allow mods, because most games should have mods nowadays, right? Now that being said, you should always play a game in its default state until you finish the game, right? Until whatever it is you're doing, you're done. So that way you can see how the game should be played by the developers or whatever. Then once you've done that, then yeah, mods the limit, right? It's go crazy. Hey, Concrete, guess what? I need you now. You're not well, yes, you are still going that way, because I need you to go that way for a few things, but I do need you to go the other way for some other things. So we're going to do this. Let's actually put it right about there, and then now I need to do this. Out there. Sure, he says. Oh, yeah, I'd never play an online version of a game until I beat the campaign. Yeah, right? Because, yeah, you got to do it that way, right? You got to see what the game is like, the game. You got to see the game as the game. You got to be the game, But then, once you've done that, then it's game on. Way too much gaming here. Yep, it's perfectly fine. Did you want to hook that up yet? No. Let's do that the same way you just did the other thing. And then you can hook this all up at once, and we should get stuff coming out. It'll be awesome. Okay, that's fine. Am I ever happy that works? All right. This was one thing that always bothered me. Yes, I try not to clip a lot of things, but you know what? Power poles and 3-tier high belts have always bothered me. So I will say this, I'm quite happy with that. Yep, I am very happy with that. Well, I'm glad you're happy with that. Max, what are you going to do here now? Well, I need this to come down this way. Somewhere's here. Where do you want this to come down at? Do you want to put it as part of the pipe network? No, not really. I'd rather not. But it might be the more useful thing to do. Sure, he says. One. And then you could do this to make it look fancy. And then do this. And then I'm going to go 4, 5. Okay. You'll see why in a second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need to do this. Is that somewhat straight? Yep. Looks good to me. Now, we want one of these. And I need you to turn this way, buddy. There you go. There's what we want. And then you go like that. Excellent. Okay. And then I need you to come over here. Right to about here. Yes. And then I need you to do one. No, I need that one closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. Take this, click this, do this. Now, I am probably going to do. I'm probably going to change this later to do this as a split, right? So half the concrete goes that way, and then half the concrete will go that way, or something to that effect. But right now, I just need this to work, right? So that's what we're doing this way. Max, forgot to congratulate you on hitting 3K. Yes. In fact, let's talk about that for 30 seconds. Not only did I hit 3K, but I hit something like 1 million hours of watch time or something like that. It all happened on within 12 hours of each other. So there was 3K subs and 1 million hours watch time or something. Anyway, nevertheless, I was very happy about the whole thing. It's yeah, woohoo, party. What was I celebrating? I have no idea. But I mean, it sounded like it was worth celebrating, so I did. So that's what I did. I did celebrate it. So yeah, pretty cool, I will say. Does make me pretty happy. Onward and forward and upward and some other onwards things, I guess is how that's supposed to work, right? So, okay, sure, he says. No, darn it. No, get back here. Look, I need you to do this. Clipping may occur. Where's the clipping going to occur? There's no clipping. What are you talking about? Your drinking game. And this isn't a drinking game. Well, I mean, it can be a drinking game. Okay. The play button's getting closer all the time. Yeah, you think? Yeah, what do I got? 100. Well, I got 97,000 to go, right? Yeah. I watch your videos for white noise when going to sleep. Not that you're boring. No, I understand. I actually watch my own videos late at night when I'm as white noise when I'm working on autosave. You kicked in. I was gonna say, what's going on? Autosave saving. This gives me a chance to talk. Yeah, I do myself as white noise. So obviously offline I work on things, right? So I prepare like in Star Trek I'll prepare goods for the next day's stream, or in Satisfactory, I'll get materials and platforms ready for the next stream. Whatever games I'm playing at the time, I usually, late at night, I'm usually preparing them for the next stream. And you got to have something in the background, right? Just as white noise. And that's what I do. Yeah, either I'll put on one of my own videos or, some other videos and just have it on as background white noise. I won't actually watch the video, I'll just listen to it in the background, right? And just do that. Okay, let's see if this actually works. Oh, no, you can't have that there, dude. Yeah, you got to go into that entrance. There you go. Now you got to put these splitters in. Okay. No, I need you. Really? You're gonna be that fussy, are you? Wow. Okay. Whatever game. Whatever. Yeah, somewhere's around there. Do you do double time then? Yeah, do I do double time? Yeah. I pay myself double time, which is still the same salary as regular time, which is none. Yep. Yeah, paying myself double time. Right there. Sure, he says. All right, let's see if we can hook these up. Okay, this is going to be my uranium. Boom. This is the concrete. Okay. Yep, uranium and concrete. Okay, and uranium and concrete. Okay. Nice. And last one. Excellent. All right. Now for the front. Now that you're going to get all this stuff back out, we got to shove it on a belt. Yes, you do. Can you shove it on this one? Can we shove it on this same belt and take it out of here? That would be awesome. That would be really... I'd really like that. Okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yep. Okay. That's right, Nightbot. You betcha. You betcha. It's how I catch up when I'm watching later. Oh, do I watch it in double time? Yeah, in 2 times speed? Yes. In fact, I recommend that all the time. Anybody who watches me in video format, you should always watch me at 2 times speed. Believe it or not, I sound almost exactly the same. And, especially in lag points, there is no lag because you're running it at twice the speed. It works perfectly fine, I think. Now, the old conveyor belt would take these uranium pellets and go that way. But I'm almost thinking I should take them back across the thing. So you probably should do this. Okay. 4, 5, 6. And if you're doing that, well, then you should do this. Yep. Just take that out of there for a second. Yep. You're going to need that. I'm going to need that. Okay, and then you need that, and that. Do I really want to take them uranium pellets all the way down there this way? I can. As you can see, I can do it. I can do it. Of course you can do it. It's not that you can't do it. I kind of like having this area radiation free, right? Where I could put them back over there where all that crazy containers are coming out. Maybe I should do that. Leave this radiation free zone radiation free, and then do this. And no. Look, don't give me a hard time, game. Yeah, you should do it this way, Max. Let's keep this as a radiation free zone. And that way we don't have to worry about it. Okay. So I am going to take this belt. I'm going to go straight across to here. I'm going to put a splitter in here. Okay, careful, careful. Oh, easy, easy. There we go. Let's go to 0. Split that right there. Pretend that doesn't happen. Nice. Now you can take belt and run this way. And then I can take the concrete and go the other way when I actually do get that part built. Yep. There you go. All right. So that'll allow the concrete for me to go the other way with it once I put in more blenders, right? So if I put 5 more blenders in here, I can run the other concrete to go that way. Nice. Meanwhile, when the other blenders do go in, I can use this same line to take the stuff down. Oh, double nice. Wow. Did you... Almost thought I had that planned, but I didn't. What? I'm not that smart. Okay. But now you got a new problem. Well, it's not really a problem. Just connect it up. No, don't walk up the ladder. Don't walk up the ladder, dude. Dude. Yes, I need you to do that. And then I need you to do this. And then I need you to curve. Look. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah. Do that. Thank you. Yeah. I don't usually have a problem running 2K. But I do have to. But it usually runs at like 480p or whatever, right? If I have to run it like, yeah, if I'm running at 2K, but that's okay because I'm not usually watching it. Like I'll glance over every once in a while, like on the second monitor while I'm working on the first monitor, right? But because I'm not really doing a lot of work per se or watching it, it's not so bad for me anyway. Because of course of what I'm doing. That looks weird. I don't think I got that right. No, you got it right. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You're fine. Mergers, in this case, are what you need, dude. You need mergers. Merger. We're getting closer, people. We're getting closer. All right. I'll be very excited if this at least works, because then I can duplicate. Okay. And then that one's there. All right, cool. Let's hook up the belt for that. Okay. And this will fix this up. Nice. I like it when we have things fixed, people. All right, there we go. So that's going to take that up here. Blah, 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 blah. And now I got to run it down to that belt over there. Yep. How many did I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay, there we go. YouTube takes its time to run the checks and other stuff. Yeah, it usually does, right? Yeah, YouTube and all its things, all its foolishness, right? It's just part. It's just part of the. It's just part of the experience, people. It's part of the experience. Okay, so now that you've got that over here, what are you going to do with it? Well, we're going to take it. We're going to go this way with it. Okay. See, at one time I was taking uranium this way, but I'm not anymore. Now we're just going to take this stuff. Like, this all has to come out. This is all useless now. Yep. Yeah, I don't need any of this anymore. How many filters do you got? 62. All right. That's an awful lot of nuclear waste moving there. Scares me all the time. All the time. I will say, it makes me nervous. Yeah, 2,000 hours of nuclear waste over there, people. Look at them boxes. They are very full. In fact, I'm very worried. I'm very worried that we're not going to get recycling in before I have to go put more boxes in over there. Because going over there is literally death. Like, you need hundreds of filters just to last over there for 10 minutes. Like, it's very scary. Like, it's very scary going over there. And yes, we'll have to do it. Okay, so we're coming up to where we need things to work here, Max. So I need, let's do this. Actually, let's do that right here. And then, all right, this was the guy that used to do that stuff. Maybe I should stuff that into a box here still. Right? Because this is what this box was for. This box, right? This box is still doing his thing, right? But this box here, maybe I should still do that. You know what? I think I will. We'll just take this machine out of here for now because this all has to come out anyway. I think we'll do it that way. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, like all this stuff. Now, what did you just do there, Max? You just picked up a bunch of radiation, didn't you? Where is it? Yeah, there it is. No, what is that? Is that? That's sulfur. Sulfur's not radiated, is it? Yep. Trash. Or is it just? Is it that I'm near radiation? Oh, okay, I'm just near radiation. Okay, that's fine. It'll be fine. I'm fine, people. Okay. So if I still want to shove it into this box, which I think is a good idea, kind of get some backup on this stuff. Cool. Yep. And 1, 2, do. Okay. Then that's going to be right. Yes. Yep, it's going to be right there, dude. 1, 2. All right, so just ignore this one. Okay. You didn't need that sulfur, did you? What, that 5 sulfur I just threw out? No. I'm pretty sure I didn't. All right, let's try and run this belt backwards. I'm usually really bad at running belt backwards, but just try and save a little time here. You do this. Do you want to go into the box? Sure, do that. Now, please get this right. Yes, it looks right. So this belt's actually going in backwards, right? That's what the arrow is showing us, right? There's an orange arrow there and not a blue arrow. So this belt's actually going in backwards, but that's actually what we want because we actually want it to be going behind me, as if it was coming at me and then going that way is what we want. This makes sense to me, people. It will make sense shortly. Trust me on it. Okay. Okay. Now, I need you. Now, this we don't want. We want this to be a blue arrow. Nice. We need this to be something like, and I can never get the alignment right on this, so I'm sure it's going to look really bad the first time, but it's all right. Holy smokes, you got it right on the first time. That's pretty rare. I'll tell you right now, people. That's pretty rare. All right. Now, if everything goes according to plan, we're hooked in, which means let's go check the factory out before we turn this all on. So, issue number 1 was that nuclear only had about enough rods. Now, it probably, when we started on the last stream, there was enough nuclear rods to last about 5 hours. We then went around, made sure most of the factory was turned off so as we could reduce power consumption, Then we came over here and shut down most of the nuclear reactors so as we could get longer lasting use of those rods. So we only have 12 reactors using rods, and we had 4 full boxes of rods. But now, if we can get this back online, we can start turning this stuff back on, right? If you die in the game, no, you respawn back at your main base, at your hub. That's what happens. Now, one time you used to lose all your inventory, which was really, really cranky, right? But now when you die, they still let you keep the base inventory. So when you used to die, you used to lose all this stuff, right? Everything that was in your inventory was gone, which means you had to make a new jetpack, you had to make a new coffee cup, all the things. Now, what would happen is your tombstone, if you want to call it that, right, would have a crate, and all this stuff would be in the crate, but you had to get back to the crate. And some of these monsters are really crazy to get back to. So sometimes you would die in really nearly impossible situations. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to make your way back, right? Now, once you did that, you were fine. You could get your stuff back out of the crate and you could carry on with life. But if you lost all your stuff, you'd have to, usually what you ended up doing is making a new sword, you ended up making a new backpack, you had to make some new gas masks and all the stuff. Now when you die, you still lose the inventory in a crate that you have to go back and pick up, but you do get to keep the character stuff, which means now you don't have to make a second jetpack, you don't have to make a second gun, and all this stuff, which is kind of nice because I must admit, like I died over there last night doing things, right? Because I'm trying to get stuff done. And of course, I died in a nearly impossible situation where I clipped through the ground, and now the crate's buried underground, and I can't get at it. I can I can use a file editor to get at the crate, but I'll do that later, right? So you want encased uranium cells? Yes, you do, my friend. You want 20 a minute. All right. There are 10 machines here, I think, so they want 200. It's not going to get 200, of course. Not with only 5 blenders, but at least we know that 200 is the number. 20 for each machine, or 200 is the something. So yeah, I mean, I will say it is kind of nice not to have to recraft like the jetpack and a new sword, and you're out of gas. I'm out of gas. Okay, well, put gas in the car, dude. There we go. Look at that. Gas in the car. Boom. Done. All right. Doom. Okay. You haven't hooked power up to this stuff yet, dude. You're gonna do that? Well, yeah. It was part of the plan. Okay. Is it part of the plan today? Yes. Be a smart aleck. All right. So, power. I know there's a power pole here somewhere. It's right there. Look at that. Let's put that right about here, I guess. Where is the power pole? It is right there. Let's put it right here in the corner. Okay, and then give me that. And then put that right there. Sure, he says. Okay. And we got to power this pump down here, right? To make sure that the access is going back in. So, there's the pump right there. Okay, there's the pump, and let's hook you guys up. Do this, do that. Ugh, let's run on top of the pipe there, dude. Oh, whoa, whoa. Easy now. There you go. Okay, do that. Okay, do this to that. And then this one into that one, and this one into that one. Done. That pump is working, right? Oh, there's the 5-second lag time. There we go. No, this pump is not working at the moment. That's because you've probably dismembered it like 5 times. There we go. So that is now working. What are you guys doing? This pipe is filling up. That's good. Now it's time to hook up all the cool things. Let's go hook up. Let's go hook up our concrete and then the uranium. Let's leave the uranium to the last. Yeah, let's do that. Yep, come on. There you go, dude. You're gonna... Yeah, let's get this done before it gets dark, because it's about to get dark. All right, now to hook up the uranium. You bet. Hook up the uranium, and it's all good. Boom. Let's go. Okay, and let's get poisoned. Boom, done. Now, let's run over here. And hopefully you guys start doing something for me. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking pretty quiet. It does help to set the formula, I guess. What? Okay. Okay. I think the first one's already set. Yeah, it's green. All right, there we go. There we go. So we have uranium coming in. We have concrete coming in. We have stuff coming in. Please don't blow up. Are you doing stuff? Yes, you are. Excellent. Well, it's radiating here now. I am glowing like a Christmas tree. All good. There goes my first casings. How many do you guys do? You do 25 a minute. I got like what? 5 of them? That's 125, right? 25 times 5 is 125? Yeah, I think I only need 200. So if I do this build again, we're good. Right? I'm pretty sure it's only 10 I need. All right, Jamie. You know how it is. You'll watch the next powerful part on 2 times. Yep. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Please tell me you're taking all kinds of them little things out there, right? Every 12 seconds? Yes. Take those away. You bet. Where's the car? Where did we park? Where did you park the car? It's over there somewhere, I think. Gosh darn it. Right? No, the car's right here. Why can I not see that? I gotta clean up more icons. Alright. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did clean up a lot of icons. I got rid of almost all the crates except for 5. And 2 of those are because I died twice and clipped through the ground. So I'm going to have to do a file edit on those. So this now means we should now see rods being made again. And if rods are being made again, people, we are a winner. In fact, this whole factory might start coming alive because this factory here hasn't been doing anything because no rods are being produced. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are like scooting along the bottom there, right? Okay. Now, if everything is going just fine, somebody over here should be getting some stuff. Oh, I see a manufacturer doing things. Is that what you're doing, dude? I think so. Aw, yeah, there we go. Nice. You're now making me uranium fuel rods again. Excellent. That means we have got our stage 1 nuclear problem solved. Awesome. In fact, while we're over here, why don't you go stare at how many things you got in the box? All right. Well, nuclear waste. That's always scary. Okay. Yeah, nuclear waste is always scary, people. So remember, we only have 12 nuclear reactors turned on at the moment because we couldn't, without anything being made, we didn't know how long we were going to make these boxes last. Now, they were blowing through this really fast, right? So yeah, we're now down to what, 3 boxes and change? What's 3 boxes at? So about 3 2/3 boxes. But we've now got the nuclear back online. Well, half of it. I'll put 5 more blenders on offline so as we can have that up and running. Nice. You betcha. I am so happy about that. How many machines do I got here? You got more than 10, dude. What do you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 of these machines. I thought I only had 10. Man, you count sucks. 18. 18. Okay. You need 18 times 20 is not 400. What is it? It's 360. So, yikes. I need 3 sets of blenders. I'll need 3 sets of that and 3 sets of blenders. But that's actually okay. I have the room for that. That's actually good. I am perfectly fine with this. With most of them turned off, the first ones that are at least up and running will now at least produce enough. Wow, it's black here. It's dark here. At least now with that, we now have the first part up and running again, which is good. I am very happy about this. So yes, we don't have nuclear waste being recycled. Wah wah. Okay, well that's the way it is, people. But that's because we don't have the collider yet. But at least now we're not going to lose all the power of all the thing, right? Is that 20 or 50 encased? I think that was that would be 360. I need 360 a minute. Right now I'm making 125 a minute. And in fact, we should be able to have a look at that right here. You bet. Yep, come on. Go, people. Go. Right. So yeah, these are each doing 25. Yeah, so each of these are doing 25 a minute. There's 5 of them, so that's 125. I need 360. So I'll need 2 more rows of this. Is what I'll need to do. What I'll probably do is I'll mirror it on the other side here, and then I'll put the third one over here, right? Because again, that's all useless now, right? This is all useless because that's how that was the old setup for making those encased nuclear or encased uranium. But now that they use blenders, I'll just duplicate this over on this side, which will give me 250. And then I'll put the third set over here, which will give me, gee whiz, how many will that give me? 125 times 3. 375, which will give me like 15 left over just to make sure, right? And what I can then do is, as part of that box down there, I'm sure there's a grinder down there somewhere, and what I'll do is I'll just grind the extra 15 for points, right? I'm guessing it's just my eyesight. I thought the rods wanted 50. No, each of them wanted 20. Each of them machines wanted 20, and there's 18 of those machines for 360. So that's where that is. So that actually works out good. I am good with this. Yeah, you betcha. So you should run this way. All right. Okay, he says I'll run that way. Yeah, see, isn't that weird? Like, I'm going to walk over here for a minute, okay? So, this is out over the water, all right? The swamp is scary. The swamp, I don't know what it is about the swamp, but as soon as you walk into the swamp, it's just dark. It's just dark here. It's bad. It's just bad here. Where did we park the car? I can't even see where you parked the car at. I think I, where oh, okay, yeah, I left the car all the way up there in the corner, you goof. Here, let's take a shortcut. Oh, too much shortcutting. Okay, just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, easy, easy. Oh, really? Dude. There you go. Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't want you to hit the thing because I need the slingshot. All right, there we go. Zoom into the darkness. I'm telling you, the swamp, it's a very terrible place to be at night. It's just not good to be here. All right. Give me the car. Get me out of here. Okay. So, offline, of course, what I'll do is I'll probably work on putting in the other blenders that are needed. And that will at least take care of phase 1 of nuclear power, which, of course, is awesome because that's a thing that had to happen. Then, what are we doing on the next episode? Well, it turns out the next thing to do is to start separating the power grid. So, yes, I mean, all this has to keep running, right? This is high priority, people. This is the most priority stuff right here. This all has to keep running because this is what produces the power. But outside of this, of course, we will want to be able to control power going to different things. And that is where we have the power towers, people. You betcha. So if we come over here, which of course are almost impossible to see at night here in the swamp, but there they are. We have the power towers in. So of course we're going to start taking our cool little power switches here. Yep. Are you all right there, big guy? There you go. So if we go in here and we start taking the power switches, yep, like so, what we're going to do is we're going to start going around to all our factories, and we're going to start actually assembling these in. You bet. You might want street lights on your roads for the swamp. Yeah, what we'll do, well, again, priorities, right? I had to make sure we actually had power for the swamp. I had to get some power here first. But now that we got actual, like, you know, power stuff, right? What we'll do is we're going to start separating these different factories. In fact, let's bring that up on the screen now so as we can show the people as we cut out here for the night. It's very dark here. It's very dark here anyway. You might as well look at the really cool map. There we go. Look at that. So, of course, we are here on the far right in the box there. That box right there with the little orange arrow pointing at it, of course, that is where we are at the moment. There at the nuclear plant. And now that we've got nuclear back up and running, you bet, we're going to start taking these power towers, which we now got running all the way down and around the edge. These power towers run all the way down here to here, and I will have them running all the way up to here and then around the back. Then we'll start putting them light switches in. This will give us a great opportunity to tour some of the map as well, because, of course, we'll have to go into certain areas to make sure that we kill the power off. And then we'll take care of getting this stuff in on the towers. We're going to have to take this oil offline and get it on the towers. And then, of course, the 50 turbo motors a minute will have to come offline and go into the towers. And then we'll work our way towards the space elevator factories, as we need now this stuff in the upper corner. So if we turn off the overlays, yeah, I need this. I need all these. I need all this stuff. So this is also coming up on a checklist here very, very shortly. You betcha. So with that, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I'm Max. This has been Satisfactory. Phase 1 of power is back online. We are going to have nuclear again. Oh, yeah. Yes, I do got to put more blenders down, but it will be done by the time you guys come back on the next episode, which I believe is I'm going to try for Sunday. It could be a little hit or miss. Sunday, of course, is Father's Day. I will be with family on that day. So it may be a late stream, but nevertheless, we may do. It'll probably be a shorter stream for Father's Day, and as part of that, it'll probably just be hooking the power towers up into the main power grid. And then, of course, Sunday's also when I post the next week's schedule, and we'll take care of it then. So we'll be back on Sunday, get the towers back online. Of course, I want to thank the recent subscribers as their names are going at the bottom of the screen. I appreciate that a bunch. And a big thanks to Mr. O for running list. So, of course, Mr. Johnson and Mr. O. Jamie, I appreciate the stop by. I know he'll catch up on me later. Dave and Brian, I'm glad to see you guys. I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. I'm Max. This has been Satisfactory Update 8, the 2,000-hour map fix. Holy smokes. And this is all Jamie's fault. I'm just pointing that out. Jamie said I should fix this map. Yep. Okay, I'm going to fix all the map. That's what I'm doing. Well, at least the first part is done. We now have a stable power source again, which can actually run this entire map, because that was the first problem. If we had lost the nuclear before we got that fixed, this map was basically done. I don't know how, there's no way I would have been able to get even a quarter of the power needed to get things to bootstrap again, right? Bootstrapping this would have been a nearly impossible task, not without rebuilding a lot of fuel refineries, which I really didn't want to get into. So that has worked out really, really well. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Tomorrow is Star Trek Online. Of course, it is going to be the final Iconian missions. Should be intense, people. Should be intense. So it's the final Iconian missions. It's the final countdown. You're going to hear the song all the time tomorrow because that's the thing I'll do. I'll sing that lots of times. And then, of course, Sunday, this is back. We're going to hook up some power towers. I want to thank you all for hanging out. Check the description for all the links of all the socials and the thingies and Discord where I post daily and all that stuff. I want to thank you all and appreciate everybody hanging out. And, yeah, you should push this button, Max. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.